de la musique en réalité. Elles sont bizarres les transitions de jouant.
Hoping to find more information about why sleazy PI Carlos Maldonado has been keeping an eye on my place leads me to a swanky beach house where I'm delighted and surprised to meet an incredibly beautiful woman inside a home medical office. Unfortunately for me, the feeling is not mutual, and she's accompanied by a very lethal friend.
Freeze. What are you doing here?
Well, we had such a charming conversation on the vid phone, I knew I had to meet you. Now I'm rethinking that.
You don't remember me, do you?
Well, I wish I did. Does that count?
We met just once, years ago. So did you really come here looking for me? Or are you here for Mason?
I'm sorry. The correct answer is C, all of the above. I came here to find you, but it's Mason I'm looking for.
Well, you'll have to make do with me. Mason isn't here.
So how do you know Mason?
In the biblical sense, I'm his wife, Ariel Bowers.
When was the last time you saw him?
Over a month ago.
No kidding. A wife like you, I'm surprised he ever leaves the house.
We've been legally separated for over a month. He has issues, erratic behavior.
Mais pourquoi t'es en combinaison comme ça là? Puis c'est quoi ce plan face là?
Psychological problems, huh? What are we talking here? He ties a shoe for an hour, or he walks into Burger Barn with dynamite in his pants?
I think it was just a reaction to stress. His work kept him away for weeks at a time.
So I heard your husband was a neurologist, like a brain surgeon or something.
Or something, yes. He worked in neurochemistry, how chemicals influence neural operations.
So who's he working for now?
Mason never talked about his work, even before we separated. But we stayed in touch. This was the longest he ever went without calling me. I got worried and came here. I found Maldonado's number and called to see if he knew anything.
Yeah, well, Maldonado's not going to be able to help us much because he's dead. Is that who you were coming to see on Chandler Avenue?
Yes, that's right. What happened to him?
Well, I'm not sure, but I'm trying to find out. But the trail seems to lead through your husband, who, by the way, I believe has been abducted.
Abducted? Now I'm worried sick. What are we going to do?
Well, to start with, if you could think of anything that could help me out here to find him, that would be a big help.
I will. Feel free to look around here. I wish I could stay and help, but I'll give you my number so you can call me later. And sorry about the gun to the head thing.
Oh, it's okay. I've just got one of those faces. Probably look better with a hole in it.
I have my doubts about Ariel Bauer's motivation. She certainly seems to have an agenda which includes more than just her husband's well-being. What's she up to?
Hubba. Whew. Is it hot in here, or did my internal fan just crash?
Well, it feels like I'm being played for a sap.
Oh, come on. She's just getting ready to play the field. I'd like to bring her over for a debugging session.
Okay, enough.
Ça à quoi cette voix off? On délirait un peu.
He's looking a little under the weather. Looking at medical posters always gives me the heebie-jeebies.
You have a fax.
Looks like Carlos Maldonado was trying to get a hold of Mason about someone named Margaret Leonard. Maldonado was tracking down a woman named Margaret Leonard for Bowers. If I found a flash drive, I could connect it to the video screen.
Ok, d'accord.
You'd need a PhD to understand any of these books. Oh, what a very hospitable guest room. Looking at medical posters always gives me the heebie-jeebies. I'm sure these MRI pictures are showing me... Well, it's a microscope, and you'd need one of these just to see Rook's sense of humor.
$670.
That's interesting. Something tells me the doctor got a lot of toothaches.
Nothing I can use.
Anatomy books. Used only for medical research purposes, I'm sure. Looking at medical posters always gives me the heebie-jeebies. I'm sure these MRI pictures are showing me something. Unfortunately, it's not the tunnel of love.
Ouais, je suis pas sûr que ce soit une bonne idée de d'activer l'IRM.
Just looking at this gives me an icky feeling. Looking at medical posters.
J'en ai combien des cartes? 7. Ouais. 7. Il m'en manque 2.
You'd need a PhD to understand any of these books. Well, I wonder what's on this little device.
Ah, je pensais pas à cette clé USB, mais il y en a une là, ok.
Long-lasting memories are created through a process of consolidation, which is based on the formations of protein in the brain. Thus, memories, particularly painful ones, are formed by these unstable proteins, making them easily identifiable and removed with a combination of drugs and behavior therapy, ensuring memory elimination.
Ah, c'est le cousin de Jack Bauer, j'ai reconnu.
Do not believe that the benefits of memory modification outweigh the risks.
Il lui ressemble un peu quand même, hein.
Eliminating memories, one could
Alors du pauvre,
significantly
mais...
alter a person's personality, their history.
So, a fancy device that wipes your memories, hmm? Useful technology. I see applications for anyone who ever went out with you or read the Twilight series.
Come on. Little mercy here for the victim, all right? Why would Val want to erase my memory?
Long-lasting memories are created through a process of consolidation, which is based on the formations of protein in the brain. Thus, memories, particularly painful ones, are formed by these unstable proteins, making them easily identifiable and removed with a combination of drugs and behavior therapy, ensuring memory elimination. Of course, there are those who do not believe that the benefits of memory modification outweigh the risks. They warn that eliminating memories, one could significantly alter a person's personality, their history.
Ouais, enfin là, t'enfonces une porte ouverte, hein, j'ai envie de te dire. Hein. Ça, c'est quelque chose que... C'est pertinemment. Hein. Il y a même des gens, après un choc, qui sont amnésiques, changement de personnalité, et ils ont même... T'en as certains même qui ont un accent. Ça arrive. Une nana qui se retrouve avec un accent anglais alors qu'elle est absolument pas britannique. Vraiment? Non. Attends, je n'ai jamais ouvert le tiroir dessous? Je suis un âne. J'ai juste... Ah oui, parce que j'ai vu celui-là, c'est le même bureau, j'ai juste pas ouvert ici. Mais n'importe quoi. 17.
I need each of the 3 rows to total 17 in all directions using the numbers found on the baseball cards.
C'est ça, c'est qu'il faut que ça fasse 17, 17, 17. C'est ça qu'il dit dans toutes les directions. Et là, il y a un de trop. Voilà. Ah bah c'est la mongolisation, ce genre de truc. Hein.
Pawn Weekly may be even sadder than that Cat Weekly
Quand
magazine.
vous n'avez pas un cerveau très mathématique.
Lots of cash. Usually a sign of illegal activity. Lots of cash. Lots of cash. The
D'accord,
drawer
le
inside
reste
the
il s'en
safe
fout.
needs 2 additional cards. Whatever's in here must be so important that Mason Bowers keeps both the cards with him at all times. The drawer inside this safe needs 2 additional cards. Whatever's
On
in
gagne
here
les
must be so
2
important
cartes
that
avec
Mason
lui tout le
Bowers
temps.
keeps both the
Bon.
cards with him.
Donc il faudra le trouver. Garner. Collection Nikola Tesla artefact.
Looks like Bowers was interested in some Nikola Tesla artifacts from Rook's pawn shop.
D'accord, bah va falloir interroger. Bon, bah du coup, ok.
I better drop by the barbecue joint and see how that dweeb Mojo's doing.
Maybe he's decrypted that memory stick.
Yeah, about time, too. I need a new lead on this case.
C'était quoi mon raccourci pour le... Pour la map? W. Ah oui, mais du coup, on n'a plus que ça.
We need to talk.
Oh, do we have to, really?
Yeah, trust me, you may be involved in what happened to me.
Oh, the very thought makes me giddy.
I knew you'd be pleased to hear that. But it's all tied to items of Nikola Tesla and a man named Mason Bowers.
Well, it's true. It's true I've had some very rare Tesla items in my possession from time to time, but I have never heard of this Mason Bowers.
Do you know Carlos Maldonado?
Well, of course I know that wretched swine.
Tell me how he ties into Tesla.
Well, Maldonado tried to bribe and threaten me to reveal my source of my Tesla items, but I didn't give it to him, and I won't give it to you.
Ah, on n'a pas un distributeur à jus là derrière, là? C'est pas ça, là?
I think so.
Oh, my, that could be troublesome. I need to make some
Truc que
inquiries.
les gamins américains sont fans, là? Hyper sucré.
Like I always say, you can take a bum out of a dumpster, but you'll never get a dumpster.
Enlever la poubelle du SDF. Ah non, mais vraiment.
That's the man you think was abducted? The one I saw being chased down the street? I never heard his name before you told me.
Non, il n'y a rien d'autre. D'accord. Très bien. Ah, ma clé.
So, your memory stick's all ready to go. Now, what do you give me for it?
Excuse me?
You think I'm gonna solve your case for free just because you're my idol? No, the great Tex Murphy wouldn't lift a finger without compensation. Neither will I.
Ouais. Et tu veux quoi?
So, how much are we talking here?
Do you have an action figure? I want something money can't buy.
You know, you can buy action figures. I'm surprised you didn't know that.
No, I want an action figure of you.
Come on, Chief. Nobody likes to suck up.
You know how your cases always have 100 loose ends, and you need that one missing piece to tie it all together?
Where do you find this stuff out?
This could be that one missing piece. Mr. Murphy, you need this.
Lui, c'est ce qu'il y a dessus, du coup.
Fine. Name your price.
L'acceptance, non mais oh là là, mais même bien. Sérieusement.
Shooting people and then smashing them. The press called him the Nitro Stalker. You got involved, and the cops finally found him a few weeks later, smashed into a million pieces.
Damn. I really am a badass.
Everybody knows you were behind that bit of freeze-dried justice. The freeze gun was never found, and I'm betting you took it. I'll trade you the memory stick straight up for it.
I'll see what I can do.
Don't know.
I wonder who'd know about that stupid freeze gun around here.
Well, if it isn't Mr. Van Winkle. What is it I can help you with, Rip? The freeze gun? The one you pawned that supposedly belonged to the Nitro Stalker? I believe it was purchased by one of those vigilante Morlock hunters.
I hope you don't mind, Mike. I've been telling folks in the neighborhood about your situation, just so they know it's the old Tex, the dealer.
Ah, n'en fais pas trop non plus.
Let me know what else I can do for you. That Clint's really come up in the wild. Though I still hide the chocolate cake when he drops by. I don't want him falling back into his, old ways. You got me there, wife.
Not again. You're gonna get me fired. Or worse. Can't help you with that.
Ah.
That guy's a go-getter. Why don't you get him to answer these questions?
Oui, bah c'est bien ce que j'allais faire. Bon, bah très bien, on va aller voir Clint alors. Eh ben la réponse est non, parce il n'y a pas la sonnette, donc du coup, non. On s'en branle. Je vais voir, est-ce que j'ai un mail? Enfin, fax. Non.
Looks like somebody's wiped my computer clean. No messages on the vid phone.
Hey, Tex. How's your case progressing? Not a clue.
Only guests of this hotel are allowed entrance through here.
Ah! C'est ouvert là.
O Lord, we beseech thee.
Give us strength,
Courage. Protection.
Hail, fellow countrymen. We are ready to begin our quest.
Hunting the dreadful night beast. Make haste.
Sorry, Tex, we gotta run.
Ah, bah désolé pour toi, mais ta scène ramait la nouille. Oh là là!
I'll be sure to tell Snow White you're gonna be late for breakfast.
Ooh, now this place is cool. A nerdy 7th grader's paradise.
Yeah, every weapon you'd ever need to be a level 85 World of Warlord chieftain.
Vous mettez quoi dans ces cages?
Gross. No one's ever removed this
Je croyais qu'il est toujours dans le clown. Non, ils avaient dit qu'ils l'avaient récupéré.
They're LARPers.
Oh merde, on se fait un twister.
Until I realized it's
Un piège à loup. Pied de biche.
Whoa, better tell Yogi to be on the lookout for the... It's a key to a padlock.
Pied de cadenas. Dans le principe, ici, on devrait... Ah.
The fridge is for extreme dieters. That accomplished nothing. Padlocking the fridge is for extreme dieters only. Maybe try something
Non,
else.
c'est pas celui-là, ok. C'est chier parce qu'il y aurait tant de choses pour pouvoir l'ouvrir, ce cadenas. Là.
Did someone leave these on? Because they look like they're on. Ow! Yep.
Doigt dessus. Et qu'il est con.
This needs a key.
C'était pour ça. Voilà, arrête, descends, descends, voilà. C'est forcément, voilà, c'est forcément une idée de merde.
Well, you're dead. Good thing you saved your game. Wait, you did save your game, right? Because there's no way I'm going through all that again.
Oh, t'es sérieux? Tu m'as pris... tu me prends la... J'en sais rien. Pourquoi j'ai des sauvegardes Je l'ai jamais fait le jeu. Il est pas piraté ce jeu là, je l'ai acheté en plus. Mais non, les dates... Les dates correspondent. Pourquoi j'ai des sauvegardes qui ont des noms de backup Je les ai jamais fait ces sauvegardes. Ça sort d'où ça? Jour 9, Zach. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Je l'ai jamais touché le jeu, hein, donc...
That leads to Rusty's roof.
Oh putain, c'est maintenant que ça va me servir?
Yeah, I need a zip line.
C'est beaucoup trop fort. Exactement. c'est marrant parce que...
No way! A freeze gun? This is definitely your coolest case ever.
No pun intended.
With freeze guns, the puns are always intended. Are you familiar with the work of Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Please, have mercy.
D'accord.
I'm afraid my condition has left me cold to your pleas of mercy.
I'm gonna find a way to turn you off, I swear.
You're not sending me to the cooler. Cool party? Fine, I'm done.
Thank God.
Allow me to break the ice. My name is Prix. Learn it well, for it is the chilling sound of
Il va pas fermer sa gueule, cette espèce de voix off. Ulos, là. Désolé, mais... Pas ouf, cette voix off, là.
You got it, didn't you? The Nitro Stalker freeze gun. So cool. My internet group is gonna be so jealous.
Listen, kid. We kind of keep this on the down low. If the cops find out I gave this to you, I'm probably gonna lose my license.
You can count on me. And I've already forgotten what was on that memory stick. Lips are zipped.
Good enough. And, by the way, that doesn't work.
We may only get one chance, Carlos, so I wanted to go over the plan one more time. If Margaret shows up at the Ritz, call me immediately. If I'm delayed, detain her. We have to assume she won't give up the egg voluntarily, but I want to talk to her first. You know why I've given you the cryo chamber. But that has to be the very last resort. And if anything happens to me, I'll need you to contact a friend of mine. Keep it safe until I retrieve it.
Well, it sounds like Mason and Margaret had a major disagreement. I need to locate both of them and get to the bottom of this. I decide to head back to my office to sort things out.
Bah oui, oui. Donc on... Qu'est-ce qu'il y a sur cette clé, là? Bonjour.
Hey, cowboy. Any memories coming back yet?
Not so far, but something tells me I might be missing out on some really good ones.
That's solid detective work.
So... were we dating?
Dating? Oh, that's so cute. I guess you can call it that. But we were also working together in a more professional capacity.
Well, now my detective skills are picking up a little sarcasm.
Seriously, cowboy, you're good. I've learned a lot working with you the past couple weeks.
Let me get this straight. You and I were working on a case together? Do you mind telling me about that?
Not at all. You wanted a list of tenants here at the Ritz as far back as I could go.
Why would I do that?
It was your dreams. They were vivid before, but they were getting out of control. It's almost like they were changing you into someone else. You talked about seeing things from the past, but you wouldn't give me details. You were incredibly stressed. It was like you actually believed this apartment was haunted. You even started looking into psychometry.
Psycho what?
Psychometry. It's the belief that an object can contain a person's energy or memories.
So, not only am I an amnesiac, but I'm a paranormal idiot. Great.
Sounds crazy, I know. But then we found out about Donnelly.
Who?
J.T. Donnelly. It was the most bizarre thing. I'd heard you mention the name in your sleep. But then, his name turned up when I checked out the previous tenants.
So who is this guy?
He's a private investigator, a real old school brute. He worked for some powerful, influential people, but then he disappeared around 1943. His last known address was here.
San Francisco.
No, here, at the Ritz in this exact apartment.
Okay, that's a little bizarre.
It gets bizarre.
Oh là là, cryogénisation, 1943, tout ça, ok.
Saying the walls were talking, I rushed over and found holes smashed in the wall, and you curled up on the floor in a ball.
Well, I'm glad to hear I haven't changed that much.
You wouldn't tell me what had happened. But after that, you wouldn't sleep here. That's when you got your new place and started to sleep there.
Hold on. I have another place?
Bon, le truc avec Tesla, je l'ai pas encore.
Nicer than here.
Ça viendra.
This is all crazy. I think I'm gonna sleep here tonight just to see whether it affects me in the same way.
Do you want some company?
Listen, Taylor, I'm beginning to see what the other me saw in you. But in my head, it's still 2043. I've got to tell you, there was somebody else.
Chelsea, I know. I know how much she meant to you, Tex. Losing her was traumatic as hell for you. But she's gone. And there's nothing you can say or do or don't do that's gonna bring her back. Do you feel that?
I sure do.
I'm alive. And that's my heart. It's yours if you want it. And it comes with all the other bits.
Oh, alors ça c'est le genre de choix où ça change la fin, ça. Non, c'est comme Pandora Directive. Oh non, mais on va dire rester fidèle à Chelsea pour le moment. On va la jouer comme ça.
I'm sorry, Taylor, but I love Chelsea, and I never even got the chance to tell her. And if there's any chance that I can find her, I've got to do it. I hope you'd understand.
I don't understand, Tex. Why can't you let this go? It's crazy.
Mais parce que pour lui, elle est morte il y a 2 semaines, quoi. Enfin,
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I'm gonna go.
Non, parce que dans Pandora Directive,
6 hours later, the rain was finally letting up.
on a fait un peu cocu et ça se passe mal à la fin.
Blindside punch to the face.
Une clé de Chelsea.
Didn't think having Taylor walking out of my office could be so painful. There's just something reassuring and comfortable about her, but I've got way too many questions, yearnings, and guilt not to find out what happened to Chelsea. Even if it kills me, I've got to know. There's something darker than the night I'm dealing with, and it hinges on what happened that evening 7 years ago with her. As Taylor leaves, she hands me the key to a room at the Ritz.
Ouais, ça a l'air de changer parce que j'ai eu la clé de Chelsea là. Très bien. Ah bah c'est bien. Mais du coup c'est un peu plus clair comme truc. Donc, on avait eu la clé de Chelsea, hein.
According to Taylor, room here at the Ritz that has some of Chelsea.
Quelques affaires de Chelsea. Ah, on l'avait noté. On avait noté que 2E fallait une clé et 2C également. Voici une des réponses à nos questions. Évidemment, on va passer en clavier, en clavier anglais. Qu'est-ce que tu me dis que je... Non, que j'ai un fax. C'est un fax, hein.
Looks like Archie's back in town. I should check out his 3 cards to midnight shop and see if he knows anything.
Ah oui. D'accord.
No messages on the vid phone.
Non, il n'y a pas la sonnette. Ok, bah on va aller fouiller l'appartement au deuxième, là, le 2. Ce n'est pas très sain. Ce n'est pas très sain tout ça.
I'm here to ask you out for dinner, and I'm not taking no for an answer.
What, like a date?
No, it'd be more like two friends having a great meal and maybe some stimulating conversation.
I guess that'd be okay. I mean, yeah, that'd be all right.
So what are you in the mood for? You know, I heard Weenie World put tater tots on the menu.
I've got a better idea. Why don't you let me make you dinner at my place? It's cheaper than going out. And besides, I have something I'd like to talk to you about. Let's say 8 o'clock?
Well, you talked me into it, Miss Bell.
Well, I feel so spoiled.
By the way, what should I bring, red or white?
You better bring both.
Eh ben, toute cette tension sexuelle.
It's funny how fashion cycles circle around. Chelsea loved to go to Arizona. I'd like to think I was the only thing keeping her here on Chandler Avenue. Yeah, I remember how much Chelsea wanted to go to the Fuchsia Flamingo that night. It's Chelsea's business card for her new...
Ouais, on allait enquêter en matant la stripteaseuse.
A reminder of the best and worst night of my life. I remember this thing was $14.99. Man, I spent an entire 3 months' salary on a ring for Chelsea. Of all the skills Chelsea had, one in particular comes to mind. She'll always be my queen of the rodeo.
Ah, c'était quoi dans Overseer ou c'est un truc que j'ai pas eu ça dans le précédent? C'est pas impossible, hein. Il y avait des choses apparemment qu'on pouvait couper, on va dire. Mais d'accord, ok. Donc là, on a eu ça, mais juste pour mater, parce que pour mater l'endroit, pour y avoir accès, parce qu'apparemment je peux rien prendre.
That's gotta be a fire hazard. I'm here to ask you out for dinner, and I'm not taking no. It's funny how fashion cycles. It's a picture of me and my would-be girlfriend Chelsea. Chelsea always looked great in hats. I know Chelsea and I will always have Weenie World tater tots.
Non mais des trucs, c'est des photos, c'est...
It's a picture of Chelsea.
Des photos, tu dis qui a pris ces photos? Ok, mais on s'en branle en fait. Ok, ça donne accès à cet endroit, mais on s'en branle.
It's a 3 cards to midnight shop. Archie Ellis is my herbal tea-loving, source for all things alien, supernatural, conspiracy theorist. Or he's just plain crazy. He ran into some trouble with the NSA on my last case. Last I knew, he was hiding out in some tropical locale with a bevy of beauties. I'm surprised he's back in town.
Oh, il a pris cher. Hein.
Hey, Murphy, how you doing? You okay? I heard you were having some kind of amnesia. You know, most alien abductees always have some sort of memory loss.
Whoever gave me this lump on my head wasn't some midget alien. No offense.
Hello, aliens? We all know they have long arms. Yowza! You really...
Back off, man, because I swear I will shoot the next person who tries to touch this, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry. Ouch. Ooh. So, I guess you do need some catching up then. A few months ago, I moved back here from the islands and I opened up this place. And I was hoping that you and I could hang out together like old times, but you haven't been around much.
So I haven't come by with the traditional welcome back fruit basket? I have turned into a bastard.
Sounded like the same Murph to me, making jokes and putting your cigarette out in my herbal tea before I'm done with it.
Ah, effectivement, il a fait ça. Il jetait son mégot effectivement dans sa tisane.
Yeah, you're never gonna let me forget that one, are you? So we talked recently.
Not yet, but you know I'm always ready to be Robin to your Batman. Without the homoerotic undertones, of course.
Sorry, Arch, but it's a package deal. If you're gonna be in this with me, you're gonna have to be in all the way.
You had me going there, Murph.
Okay, Boy Wonder, I need you to enter 2 names into the Bat computer. Mason Bowers, Margaret Leonard.
Well, I don't know about Mason Bowers, but Margaret Leonard? She's connected to one of the greatest mysteries of all time. I mean, you know who Nikola Tesla was, right?
Nikola. The cough drop?
Nikola Tesla was a genius. Probably one of the greatest geniuses ever. I mean, it was Tesla, not Marconi, who was the true inventor of the radio. He invented a Tesla coil, the AC electricity, remote control. He even pioneered cryo.
Ah, la cryogénisation. On avait une. D'accord, donc d'accord, ok.
Well, Tesla died in 1943 when the FBI just swooped in and confiscated all his papers and designs. Then in about 2012, all this stuff, the Tesla cache just disappeared. And you want to know who the #1 suspect was?
Margaret Leonard.
No, an FBI agent named Charles Johansson. Now, I know they could never prove that he did it, but then he quits the FBI and joins some Tesla fanatic group called the Tesla Legacy Society, a group dedicated to making the world better through technology. And that's where he meets...
Margaret Leonard?
Bingo! They fall in love, they get married. I think they even had a kid together.
So where's Margaret now?
Not a clue. Johansson died a couple years later, cancer, I think. After that, Margaret just dropped out of circulation.
So all this happened, what, 37 years ago. I mean, no one's found the Tesla cache since then?
It's one of the great mysteries, the lost inventions of Nikola Tesla.
What's the big deal with the Tesla inventions? I mean, there must be some reason they were never made.
Oh, you ever hear of a little thing called Tunguska?
Have I ever? Picked up a bad case when I was down in Mexico. It's where I learned the phrase, Baños, rapidos, ándale muchachos, vámonos!
Oh, Murph, you're too funny. You know, in 1890s, Tesla conducted an experiment and created a resonance frequency. You know, like a big vibration, and it nearly took out a whole chunk of New York City. And then in the 1900s, he began to work on what he called a teleforce beam. The perhaps
Le rayon de la mort, oui.
Ray, you
Ah
know,
oui.
cooler name.
Ça, je connais bien ça.
Years later in Russia, remote area called Tunguska, something caused an explosion 1,000 times greater than the atomic bomb.
1,000 times greater than the atomic bomb 40 years before we invented it?
But that was the last anyone ever heard of the death ray. Tesla never got funding. Instead, they made him out to be some crackpot, and he was broke for the rest of his life. Some people think the plans for it were part of the Tesla cache. Just think how much someone would pay to get their hands on that. And I'll never forget what you did tipping me off before that whack job NSA guy could get me.
Alors, je crois que justement, comme on avait joué en facile, À Pandora Directive, on s'est retrouvé avec certaines scènes qu'on n'a pas vraiment eues. Et cette scène avec le NSA, je suis pas certain.
Nice. You know me, Murph. Always up for an adventure. As long as I don't have to go anywhere. You like my shop? Kind of like my old one, the Cosmic Connection. But I had to change the name in case, you know, the NSA and all that. I eat at the brew and stew all the time. I actually wouldn't mind forgetting a few years of my own life, mostly my teenage years. Yeah, oh, that's the Hollow Babe at the Golden Gate. Yeah, Mojo is warm for her form, or lack thereof, as it were. He's not very friendly, is he?
Oh, mais Rook, c'est un bon gars pourtant.
My little buddy Mojo works over there. We hang out a lot, but I can't stay there too long. Something makes my eyeballs burn.
D'accord, il est pote avec Mojo qui nous a décrypté la clé USB. Qu'est-ce qu'on avait sur cette clé USB déjà? Merde, j'ai un trou de mémoire.
I think a sidekick would be a little more helpful, huh? Don't know about that.
Oui, non, mais ça c'est bon, ça je l'ai.
Donnelly's kind of a mysterious character. He was a private detective Tesla may have hired not long before he died. There's a mention of it in one of Tesla's letters. No, both aliens and ghosts can communicate through their dreams. It's a proven fact.
Ah oui, bien sûr. Oui.
I've been checking my sources, but no one's heard a thing about her in years.
D'accord, mais on peut avoir plus de
He
précision.
died like 40 years ago and either left the Tesla cash with Margaret Leonard or somebody else, or he took it to the grave. The Tesla cash is right up there for me. Oh, and the death ray? Well, the name says it all, doesn't it?
As I leave, Archie hands me an old photograph of Margaret Leonard. Maybe someone else on Chandler will recognize her from the picture.
On pourrait reconnaître cette image. La vache.
I wonder if anyone else on Chandler Avenue has seen Margaret Leonard.
C'est un petit peu tiré par les cheveux tout ça, mais très bien. Parce qu'on n'est pas à ça près de toute manière. Dans la série. Ah tiens, est-ce qu'un vieux connaît une vieille... Non mais c'est fermé!
Still can't believe I'm working with the one and only Tex Murphy. What can I do for you, sir? That's the witch. At least that's what I call her. A couple times I've seen this old lady sneaking around the neighborhood.
Glisser dans le quartier? Comment ça? Et toi là, donc c'est juste glauque chez toi et je sais même plus ce qu'on avait ramassé ici, mais enfin bref. J'ai l'impression que tout le monde s'en fout. De toute manière, il est mort lui.
Well, you shouldn't.
Non, très bien. Louis, évidemment. Il voit du monde, lui.
I think everybody's pretty happy that you're back to your old self. Except Rook. That ornery old cuss. No pleasing him, I guess. How are things going for you? I know you was having bad dreams way back when. But I didn't hear nothing else about him after, you know, the thing with Chelsea happened. Oh, I know this little lady. Haven't seen her around in quite a while, but she used to come in pretty regular. I think she lived at the Ritz, at least for a time. She and Chelsea were real friendly. pretty sure her name wasn't Margaret Leonard, though. At least that ain't the name she told me.
D'accord. Lui, il va pas savoir. Mais ça veut dire que peut-être que dans la pièce de Chelsea, peut-être qu'il y a quelque chose d'autre.
I remember her. Sweet little old lady. Used to see her around the neighborhood years ago. Don't remember the last time I saw her.
D'accord, donc tout le monde la connaît, tout le monde l'a vue et puis personne la voit. Non mais attendez, elle est morte dans l'appartement, c'est ça? Et tout le monde s'en fout, elle a été bouffée par ses chats. Ah, là. Eux, définitivement, ils nous ont vus et terminé. Et ils ont disparu, squalala, quoi. De toute manière, on n'a pas 150 000 solutions non plus.
Hey, Tex. How's your case progressing? Sorry, I don't know a lot of people, except the ones that come in here.
Okay. Bon, ce qu'on a comme info, c'est que Chelsea la connaît. De toute manière, on n'a pas grand monde non plus. La plage, on s'en fiche. Non, bah, pour moi, ça me semble assez évident. Ah, ben non, mais attendez. D'accord. C'est ça qui est apparu.
Well, it's not like you're gonna just sit around here waiting for me to ask questions, right?
Yeah, that wouldn't be very realistic, would it? So what can I do for you?
You recognize the woman in this photo?
Oh, nice. I think I saw her in a playbook from 1996. Is this your girlfriend?
Well, now, if she were my girlfriend, I wouldn't be trying to figure out who she was now, would
Faut cliquer sur les trucs comme ça parce que c'est juste qu'ils n'ont pas traduit.
I'm just kidding about this woman being your girlfriend. She's actually mine. No, I'm kidding again. This is Margaret Leonard. She's had a room here at the Ritz forever. She used to live here, but I haven't seen her in years. So, she may not be here anymore, but she auto-pays her rent. So it's all good.
Any chance you can get me into her apartment?
Not a chance in hell. I let her install her own security system, just like you, except hers is a real one. I can't tell you which apartment it is, but you won't get in without a passcode or a personal invitation. Maybe I could try to help you with something else. Can't help you with that.
Non, mais tu peux pas m'aider, mais je m'en fous, ça, c'est fini, ça.
All I know about her is she's got a room here. I hardly ever see her, so I don't know when she's here and when she isn't. I'll bet she was something back in the day. Way back in the day.
Oh là là, mais non, mais t'es devenu glauque, toi.
I wonder if anyone else... I don't know what I was thinking. If a bell is on the front desk, I could ring it and talk to the clerk.
Tu peux me l'indiquer, mais tu m'as absolument rien dit, mais j'imagine que de toute manière, c'est le 2E avec la carte, etc. Mais pour le moment, c'est vrai qu'on n'a pas...
Yeah, needs a key. Uh-oh. That doesn't look good.
Léonard.
Needs a key.
Bien là. Mais attendez. Putain, j'avais pas vu.
Thinking, Murphy, perhaps I should confide something to you.
Oh, this should be good.
You believe Maldonado is spying on you. but it could have been someone else.
Not Margaret Leonard by any chance.
J'avais pas vu qu'il était ouvert alors qu'il était fermé. Le jeu te guide énormément en plus. Hein.
Gosh, if only we knew someone with some detective skills. Do you know how to get into her apartment?
No, but she may have left a clue. Some time ago, she left this in my care. It's for you.
For me?
She wanted you to have it in case anything happened. I met Margaret years ago. She was a woman of secrets. I have an interest in Tesla collectibles, so yes, I've heard of it. And no, I don't know where you could find it. I met Margaret years ago. She was a woman of secrets.
That's an old Magic Square grid code. Row and column totals are the key.
C'est 15. Ce que j'allais dire, il me manquait un truc. il me manquait un quelque part. Ok.
Why would Margaret Leonard leave me a key?
Désolé, je suis très lent sur les... Sur tous les trucs un peu mathématiques et tout, je mets énormément de temps à compter. Je ne sais absolument pas compter de tête. J'ai absolument pas le cerveau qui fonctionne comme ça. Je suis désolé. Ça peut paraître ridicule pour certains, mais Mon cerveau ne fonctionne pas comme ça. Salam alaikum, est-ce que tu es morte dedans? Non, c'est bon.
Uh-oh. That doesn't look good.
C'est bon, quoique.
Did you pick these out? Oh, there's a flower for each month of the year.
Oh merde. Oh merde. Ah non, il va y avoir une énigme avec les fleurs.
It's a business card for someone named Count Saint Germain. It's a business card for someone named Count Saint Germain.
Saint Germain.
Looks like Margaret Leonard had a video journal. I'll need to find a memory stick to use on the vid player to watch them.
Ok, alors. C'est une rose. Je vais partir sur le délire des mois. La dernière, c'est quoi? Ah, espèce de charbon, là, c'est bleu. Ah, septembre, c'est 9. Vraiment? Ah non, pardon, la rose, c'est le mois de juin, c'est 6. Voilà. Pardon, j'ai pris l'autre au-dessus alors que la rose était en dessous.
It's a picture of someone named Mantis. It's a picture of someone named Mantis.
Qu'est-ce qui est marqué? 35%. Ah, détérioration. A augmenté de 35%. Ah oui, là. Et je vois pas le premier truc, mais bon. En gros, contusion faciale, machin et tout, ont augmenté de 35% dans les 6 derniers mois. Alors, effectivement, est-ce qu'on parle de la cryogénisation? Parce qu'apparemment, c'était ça, d'après ce qu'on a vu là-dedans. Hein. Va falloir ouvrir, hein.
As I walk in the bathroom, I realize there's something wrong here. Something terribly wrong.
Tan ta 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 tam. Tan 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 tam. Bon, t'es morte là-dedans, toi.